You're listening to The Real Short Box, a comic book podcast made for geeks by geeks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Real Short Box. My name is Kevin, and I'm here with my co-hosts and co-conspirators. We have Donald,
Hi,
the Deliverer. We have the Sensational One.
Yo.
We have the man with the hands, the carpentry man himself, Evan. And of course, we have the man who drops bars like no other in Southern California, the urban lyricist himself, Big Sal.
yeah, what?
Big Sal's that annoying guy at the gym.
Yeah.
Always dropping the weights.
Yeah, dropping fat
Yeah.
beats.
And I also scream Arnold like Lou Ferrigno.
Fucking Sal, I stepped in your fat beats again. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
There was nothing else. That went fucking quiet.
Wow.
Too fast.
Wow.
You sons of bitches.
That was a commentary on
Love
your joke.
I know, it was terrible. I get it. I didn't like it either.
Gentlemen, is the topic today a topic that annoys us in some ways?
It is. We're talking about Kevin.
Wow.
Myself.
Wow.
We are actually talking about annoying characters, right? In comics.
In comics.
Comic books characters that we just don't like. Now, they could have been something in some other media, shape, or form originally, but once they hit the printed page, whether we liked them or not, why is that? Did we like them if they were on, like, for example, if it was a cartoon and we liked the cartoon but not the show or the comic or what? What is it about these characters that annoy us? So let's get started on this. I'm going to go ahead and throw it into Evan's, the ball into Evan's court and see what he has to say.
Well, there's a lot of comic book characters that I kind of mildly dislike.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say that Arm Fall Off Boy.
That's a good one.
You don't like Arm Fall Off Boy? Is it because of the movie?
It is not because of the movie. In fact, I enjoyed Arm Fall Off Boy in the movie.
Okay.
Quite immensely.
He was called in the movie, he was what, the TDK?
Yes. Yeah,
TDK?
something TDK.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and that was played by Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
And that was in the second Suicide Squad.
Right.
The far superior Suicide Squad.
It was the
film.
best Suicide Squad.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God. It couldn't have been more perfect. So when the first Suicide Squad hit, I was so disappointed. I thought it was going to be great. Came out right around my birthday. I was like, this is going to be amazing.
Until it wasn't.
I was all in. First half of it, I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then it just went fucking downhill. It took a shit on me.
Yeah.
And by the end, I was like, no. So then the second one, I was like, okay. Coming out around the same time again. How often do we get redeemed like this, right? Right around my birthday. I was like, okay, I'm going in. Beautiful fucking film.
Turned into an epic adventure.
Epic adventure. Yeah. It's just fun on a bun.
And Arm Fall Off Boy's death in that movie was fucking hilarious.
Pretty spectacular.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So
It was
Just so
pretty
you
good.
know, Arm Fall Off Boy is my favorite emo punk band from the early 2000s.
I think it's Fallout Boy.
Yes.
No, Arm Fall Off Boy.
Oh.
No, that's a different group.
Oh, is it?
the other.
Okay, the other Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They weren't as famous but keeping
Fair.
it underground. They're keeping it real.
Fair enough. Big
Yeah,
Sal,
why?
who do you got?
Totally.
I'm gonna have to say Bullseye.
Bullseye?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I didn't like how the only
Isn't that
reason
like one of your favorites?
Yeah.
see I like him in the comic.
You just
Man,
gonna
those
fight?
Fighting words.
Yeah.
Wait.
I like him in the comic,
Hey, we got some boxing
Yeah.
gloves.
but when I saw him in the movie
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
from
that's
Colin
fine.
Farrell,
Oh, well,
I
that's
was
fair.
like,
Yeah.
Well, what about the Daredevil season 3?
that was good.
Okay.
I'm talking about Colin Farrell himself.
Oh, himself,
and not only that, it's not like he cannot act. It was the
script,
direction
the script.
they told him to do Bullseye, because if in the comic books Bullseye is like he outsmarts Daredevil sometimes, you know what I mean, and he's super cunning, and not only that, he says so much powerful shit to Daredevil that I wish they could have just transferred that into live action. And Colin Farrell's, like I said,
Right.
he could act. He could act his ass off because he did a great Penguin. He's been in a lot of movies that I'm like, dude, this fool could do it. But the direction they gave him for Bullseye in the movie was that annoyed me way too much.
Victim of the bad writing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what it was. But like I said, like for Bullseye in the comic book, I watched that.
Yeah. No, that's okay. You get a pass. So.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We can go outside later.
Yeah, you guys can fight later. That makes sense. Kevin, what about you? You've got somebody I'm sure that you hate.
Well,
Donald.
going back to the 90s, I was not a fan of the character Jubilee on the X-Men. I feel like she seemed very useless.
What the fuck?
I agree.
Racist.
How am I being racist?
Wow.
That's nothing to do with her ethnicity.
No, are you sure about that?
It does. It's just like her powers. Like, what's the point? Like, if you fireworks, what's that supposed to do?
Agreed.
What are
Mildly
you
annoying.
talking
Super
What
villain.
movie was she in?
Have you ever seen people that suffered from like firework explosions and how their face looks?
But
That's
her-
some damaging shit. She has the ability to set off bombs, dude.
Well, it didn't seem that way, especially
Yeah.
watching the X-Men,
She's
the animated
no
series.
Boom Boom. Let's get it.
Oh, get him out of here with Boom
I'm
Boom.
telling you.
What a stupid name.
Now, later on, I heard in the comics they redeveloped her character and she became like a
They made her a
vampire.
motherfucking
something
vampire,
like that.
yeah.
That's different. But I'm talking about the 90s. I'm talking about the 90s original incarnation.
She should have like
Wait,
3 or
they
4
made
kids,
her a
right?
vampire?
I don't know about that, but
When?
Oh, okay.
I think around like the mid-2000s or something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
made her a vampire for sure. Like totally. Yeah, I don't know if that stopped.
Suck
If she's
her.
unvampired or not.
Unvampired.
Yeah.
One would hope.
I don't know. Either way, it sucks.
But seriously, could you take someone seriously? You know, the fireworks just coming out of their
If
hands.
it's in my eyes, yes.
I mean,
But it wasn't deadly. It was just like at best a nice distraction.
It's only a
Literally
mildly better
blind
power
you.
than Dazzler.
I mean, she did destroy some Sentinels.
Dazzler actually has a very uniquely strong power. She's like an Omega level mutant. She could be easily.
Mm.
she shoots them too.
Any type of noise she can take and use and internalize that and use it as a weapon against you.
Like Banshee.
So basically, it's like a quiet place but with Dazzler instead of those creatures.
Mhm.
And she's like searching around, and then somebody hey, oh shh, and then she hears it and boom, transforms it, and pa, you're fucked.
Or you're just like, that was bright.
I can't see now.
She got hot breath.
When this wears off.
Yeah, when this wears off in 3 to 4 hours, I'm gonna be pissed, lady. Yeah, blinded.
Just give me 10 minutes to focus.
Yeah. So how dare you not like Jubilee? How dare you, sir?
the original
Jubilation
incarnation.
Lee.
Wow.
Well, that's all right. I agree with you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't like the Power Rangers in any form.
Wow, that is messed up. You have been disrespecting millions of
Okay,
people.
I take it back. The one thing I did like was I liked the first original Power Rangers movie.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, with the Captain Ooze or whatever his name was. That fucking-
Captain Ooze.
whatever his ridiculous name was. I enjoyed that because it was just so stupid. I was like, I can't believe this got made. And I laughed all the way through just at how dumb it was. So
It was dumb.
They did such a bad job that it entertained me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But they've never been able to recapture that. In my
Ivan
eyes.
Ooze. It was Ivan
Ivan
Ooze.
Ooze. Yeah, close enough.
Ooze.
Like everything else to me just kind of blew chunks, you know? Yeah. Yeah, he's cool looking.
I would also agree. I
That's
dislike
Apocalypse.
Power Rangers
Oh, yeah.
pretty heavily.
And anybody joke
Yeah.
around about that.
And I think part of it was I was too old for it at that time.
Agreed.
Like I just aged out of it, and they had these
You were
putties,
too old.
which are dudes in costumes with plastic masks on and leotards or whatever.
Well, it was just a lamer Voltron.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
rubber
the hentai-
costumes.
the
and
hentai
shit. It was a
concept.
really bad Godzilla mixed with Voltron.
Well, you,
I'm
That's
sorry.
the-
Sentai. I'm sorry. I always keep that confused. Sentai concept.
Yeah.
The Sentai. The Sentai concept.
you know,
Sentai.
did you know that the Power Rangers was in Japan first, and what they did
Yeah.
in America
Just like Voltron.
was that they took the, when they're in the costumes,
The
they took
footage.
that footage
Edit it.
and then they edited,
And
which
dumb it down a little bit.
they did dub it down.
Yeah.
But the only cool thing about it, about what I liked about the Power Rangers, was when the Megazord would come out and they would fight the monster. That's like, I know that's straight out of like Godzilla, like
Just
straight
because there's a
jacking
little
that.
nostalgia in that.
Yeah, for sure. But know,
But I have to say that you were a little too old for it.
Uh-huh.
I know a certain comic book shop owner that was already way too old when it came out.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Are you
He
serious?
would have been what?
Oh, yeah.
He probably was like 20.
6 years older. So yeah, he would have been 20 something,
Mhm.
Yeah.
20 or 22.
Would've been
Probably when it
so
came out.
excited
I was
too.
12.
Yeah, I think I was about that.
it's like I was too old for Pokemon, but and I grew up watching
Pokemon.
Transformers,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Ninja Turtles, all those great '90s cartoons. Then Pokemon comes out, I'm like, So wait a minute. So a kid goes out in the world and captures.
It's actually the game, the Game Boy game was actually quite fun.
Yeah.
If you like,
I had the blue version.
Very
Yeah.
Zelda-esque.
yes,
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I will say though about going back to Power Rangers real quick. There was a couple years ago. I remember seeing like a trailer for an adult rated. I don't know, PG-13,
Oh, yeah,
rated
yeah.
R
Yeah.
Mhm.
Power Rangers movie. I don't know if that ever came out or if that
No,
was a fan
Oh, you're
thing.
talking about the
It,
one
it
that
was
says,
it was a fan made.
the one that
Was it?
said Power Rangers are racist?
I don't know.
No.
But like,
No,
No,
Zordon's
so-
racist.
there was
Yeah,
like-
that's what it was. Yeah.
there was like people dying.
No,
and,
there
like,
was a guy that
it
made
was
a
pretty
fan
epic
film,
looking.
and he made it, pitched it, and they're like, no, we can't do this. And they said, well, you know what? If you want, we'll let you put it on YouTube. But the whole movie's on YouTube,
Is it?
and and it's badass, like Power Rangers with guns.
See, they should let them do it. Look, if they could do Blood and Honey with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, why can't they do Power Rangers?
Agreed.
Why can't they do Power Rangers? You know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
totally agree with you because I recently just picked up some Power Rangers comic books. They're actually like beating the shit out of the monsters. Not like how you see it in the television. They're like killing them. It's like kind of
it's-
mature.
So it's kind of like the original Voltron, where they were literally killing.
It's like a team of Guyvers, if you know who
Yeah.
Guyver is.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
Guyver.
yeah.
I remember
Oh, yeah.
Guyver.
It's like
That
team
was
of,
Mark Hamill, right?
Mark Hamill was in it, but it wasn't Mark Hamill in the
Yeah.
suit. It was actually
It was Mark Hamill.
he was not in the suit.
Yes.
He wants to
Oh.
believe it. He wants to believe that he was in
Yeah,
the
The
he's totally
suit.
in
anime
the suit.
or
No,
No.
in the live action movie.
Live action.
The live action was actually
Mark
Oh.
Hamill.
It's not Mark Hamill. He's the cop. The guy in the Guyver suit.
This is Mark Hamill.
he's so versatile. He was also that
He played
commander in that
both.
Wing Commander game.
Yeah, he was. He played the cop and the Guyver.
No, Guyver was David Hayter.
What?
David
Bill Hader?
Hayter. No, David.
David.
Oh,
Hater.
David Hater.
Yes, he's
Snake.
Solid Snake, who does the
Who?
voice.
See, look at this.
I don't know who that is. I don't know what Solid
It's-
Snake
it-
is.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, right?
Is that when you
Yeah.
grab your crotch?
Metal Gear
Solid
Solid.
Snake.
Yeah, no, does not mean erect penis.
No,
Donald, okay.
All right.
Come on now, we gotta keep this
It's a code-
PG-13.
it's a code-
I
name.
can't.
We gotta keep this PG-13 for the kids.
It's gonna be X
It means that now.
for excellence. It's gonna be
No,
X
yeah,
for
David
an X-Men
Hayter-
Kevin hates.
David Hayter was actually an actor, and then he became a writer, producer.
And hired Mark Hamill to play the guy.
he was
No?
He wrote Watchmen. Okay, your favorite
Who?
movie.
Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Who
Son of a
played the guy?
bitch. He's very proficient.
Yes, he is.
He's very,
You
very
know,
good.
you can't be Luke Skywalker forever.
That's true.
but
He's
he's
also
also
Mark
the Joker.
Hamill.
He's a joker.
No, if you saw all the
Yeah.
things he
Yeah.
had to
Mark
do in the
Hamill?
90s.
Yes, he was.
True.
Yes, he
Mark
was.
Hamill, I
Yeah.
think Mark Hamill's like,
Anal.
Some people do say he's the best
Well,
joker.
dang it, it was
I-
Mark
I
What
Hamill.
believe he
happens when
is.
you get that
Huh?
get that far down?
I said the Guyver was Mark Hamill.
Yeah. See?
in the first one.
Motherfucker.
hmm
Boom.
So it must have been the
It was in
second one that was
1990.
David
Oh,
Hayter.
suck a ding a linga.
I don't suck.
Boom.
I suck-
I was right and you were
suck
wrong. Kiss my
boobies.
butt. Kiss my butt. Kiss my butt. Hey, Big Sal, kiss my butt.
No,
Kiss my butt.
don't do
This
that.
is what
sir.
the podcast is reduced to.
Sean,
Some people-
sensational one. Do you have a annoying and hateful character?
The most recent one to bother me was Little Child Princess Leia from the Obi-Wan show.
Oh.
But that's not in
Really?
a comic book.
You don't like a little girl?
That's not in a
Well,
comic
Wow.
book.
That's okay.
She was in the,
That's
she-
okay.
Has she
Big
been
Sal's wasn't in the comic.
in a comic book yet?
They put her, I'm sure,
Hmm.
but I mean that story it's coming. They're doing a Obi-Wan. They just listed the Obi-Wan show.
Another one?
No, there's a
Comic?
Comic
comic.
version.
Oh, the comic
based
book.
on the show.
Comic book adaptation.
Really?
Yeah,
So I guess in this case, she will be in the comic book.
yeah.
So you did like the precocious 10-year-old girl?
No, she was terrible.
Would you tell it to her face?
Yes.
Would you break her heart and make her cry and consider
If it
counseling?
gets her to act better, yes.
Wow. 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 So you don't blame the writing or the direction for her performance?
Well, I guess the direction played a big role, coupled with the casting director.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she could blossom into a better actress. But that season, oof,
She could be
couldn't
the
fast forward through that bullshit.
she might grow up to be the Meryl Streeps of the mid 21st century. You never know.
She could be, but she won't be based off of how she's doing what she's doing right now.
Well, of course not, because it takes time to grow as a performer.
I don't know, dude.
In the year
like,
2050,
Listen, just because you're a grower, not a shower.
what? What's that mean?
You don't know what that means?
No.
Well,
You see,
Means you might
when
be.
man loves a woman,
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got to start out with that.
Okay.
But it gets a little more complicated.
So when a man and a woman cuddle together in,
There's
in
what
affection.
kind of a snake did you say?
Solid.
well,
Solid
it starts
snake.
out with
Yeah.
a flaccid snake.
Right.
That's what Donald's nickname would be.
Oh.
Here, but
Yeah, really? Flaccid snake?
But
Thanks.
but
Speaking of
going to your
characters that
logic
annoy us.
with like her being too young to act, what about Christian Bale? What about Leonardo DiCaprio? They were super young when they were acting.
Look, not
What
everyone.
about Kevin McAllister?
Not you call it Macaulay Culkin.
Same.
Look, not everyone comes out the gate that good. Sometimes it takes time. It takes maturation.
I keep telling people that about you. It takes
think about
like
Brendan.
he's 44. When's it gonna happen?
Think about Brendan
It's
Fraser.
gonna be great when it does, guys.
Think about Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser. Who would ever thought the Encino Man, the guy in The Mummy, would become an Academy Award winning actor?
The whale.
Who would have thought Nicolas Cage was an Academy Award winning actor?
I would have thought that.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would have.
Bullshit.
based off of what?
If you'd have seen the last 35 films of his,
Yeah, but
you'd have
he
been like,
would
this
been
guy
a
won an
great
Academy Award.
Superman. He would have been the best Superman.
Would have been,
He would.
could have been, might still be.
Lois,
You never know.
I gotta go.
You know what?
There's a
Like
city on fire.
after seeing Tim Burton, you know what I mean? Like what Tim Burton did with the first two, I would have had full faith in him with that. I really would have.
Mhm.
First two Batmans, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said the first two.
Well, everybody
Well,
knows what I'm talking about.
I
Not like
knew.
Sure about that?
he didn't do any Supermans. Obviously,
It was in
It
development.
was definitely
It
talking
happened.
about Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
yeah, those two.
Yeah.
Talking about the two Beetlejuice movies.
Crackhead.
Two Beetlejuice movies. Yes, the two Beetlejuice movies.
Yeah, Nick Cage Superman would have been
Filming now.
the best Superman, in my opinion. He would have been epic.
He had a dope. He had a
He-
dope suit.
He
They
had
did have a
the
dope suit.
passion for it.
Well, he named his son after him,
Hmm
right? Kal-El. That's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool.
Would you name your son Kal-El if you had a
Well,
chance
not
to rename?
now.
No. If you had,
It's too late.
if you know if you had a chance to rename your sons, would you name him Kal-El?
No, he's snipped, man. He can't do it.
I could.
If you went back in time,
Mhm.
well, wait, he could, right?
Go back in
You did it
time.
wrong.
Think about it. You
did it
named
wrong.
one son Jor-El,
You have to do it.
and you named the other son Kal-El.
Turn back time.
yeah,
I like
I
that.
can
Kal-El.
find no way. Oh, you sound great. That's the best share
And
impersonation
Jor-El.
I've ever heard.
I'm trying to get us shut down.
I think so. Everybody, it is share. Shut it down. It's all over, guys. We get closed up.
Special guest appearance by Cher.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Cher's here.
Oh my
everybody.
By the way, you should, Cheryl. Her real name is like Sherilyn Sarkeesian.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she's your sister?
No.
She's
Aunt.
your
This
mother.
is aunt.
No.
This is aunt.
She's your father.
Oh.
No.
I don't know.
Why don't you share with us the relation?
Yeah. What relation are you to her? You don't know.
We're from the same tribe.
The same tribe.
That sounded so haunting, bro.
I can hear it in your voice.
That would sound like that one creepy song, By the Window.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Tiptoe through the dark.
babe.
That's Tiny Tim, right?
Actually, he's like Paul Bearer, the Undertaker from WWF. Oh, Undertaker, oh yes.
That's because he stole my gig.
Boy, oh boy, this show has gone way off the rails.
All right. Who's
It's your turn, sir, again, for an annoying character.
again? Okay, well, let's see here.
It doesn't. You can just throw one out. We don't have to go too far into it. You just throw one out. Throw a couple names if you want.
Yeah, all
There's
right.
some people under the bus.
I'm really not a huge fan. This may be controversial. I'm not a huge fan of Rocket Raccoon.
Wow, that is sacrilege.
Yeah.
Man,
You might as well say something bad about the talking tree that says I am Groot
I
then.
like Groot.
You
I
don't like
Groot.
pets?
You like pets?
She's
Wow.
Like
Wow,
raccoon.
that's actually more offensive.
I just don't
It
like
is
the
offensive.
direction
He
that
doesn't like
they've
trash
taken
He's
him.
not a pet.
No.
It's trash pandas.
Yeah, it's trash pandas.
Yeah, just not my favorite one.
I bet you don't like Baby Yoda either.
It's not his name.
I know it's Grogu, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, sure.
Gogurt.
Grogu's cute.
Yogurt.
Whatever.
I hate yogurt. Yogurt.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I see a lot of Scotty Young covers
And you just hate him.
from that run, that Rocket Break, and I'm not a Scotty Young fan.
Scotty Young would slap you in the face for saying that about him.
Yes, he might.
I don't think
But-
he would.
I bet he has tiny
because
hands.
He probably don't give a shit.
If every character he draws
He's too
has
busy
tiny hands.
cashing them checks.
That's true. However, the man I'm sure has an ego like everybody. You know, if someone's insulting your work,
Mhm.
you
Sure.
you take it a little personal, would you?
Well, I would hope he would take it as constructive
Criticism.
and improve
Uh-huh.
upon his own work.
You know who I don't hate, but I'm just tired of seeing in comic books? I don't hate him by
Mm.
any means. I'm just tired of him. It's
Mm.
Deadpool. I'm just tired of Deadpool.
It's oversaturation.
Yeah, I felt like he was just in everything. Like Wolverine was too. I
Yeah, in
guess.
the 90s. Like in the 90s,
Yeah,
oversaturation.
Wolverine, I got, like,
Punisher,
burnout
they're like
on him,
oversaturating
too.
those characters.
Well,
Punisher
that's what happens when you
was
get
harmless to me.
popular, you know what I mean?
Like, you know.
But-
Harlequin's kind of oversaturated.
Yeah. To a
She
point.
did
Well,
become
Yeah.
it's,
oversaturated, yes.
But with Deadpool, speaking specifically about Deadpool, what
Mhm.
you're talking about, nobody knows how to use him other than that one way. You know?
Well, that's
Well, in
Blame
Uncanny
Joe Kelly.
X-Force, he was used well.
blame Joe
Well,
Kelly for
yeah,
that.
thanks for jumping the gun, Kevin. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Kevin.
That's my annoying. That's my annoying character, Kevin.
Kevin.
You talk like a Karen.
Now,
man.
what if Cher said
Whoa.
that?
Oh, Kent?
But wait, we gotta first procure the first appearance of Kevin in comics.
Oh.
Or we're off topic.
Can we get that? Can we get
Yeah,
that?
sure. Anybody else have any annoying characters they want to throw out real quick? Before
Well,
we...
Oh, I know. There's a appearance by Julio in the second issue of.
You know, right? So, yeah.
There's an annoying character right there.
He is, right?
This sounds like a really annoying, stupid character. Matter Eater
Oh
Lad.
my God, Jarrett would hate you for that.
I know he would, but come
He
on.
loves Matter Eater Lad.
It's a silly
Big
concept.
Sean is going to hate you now for that. It's
He's
an
a Legion
amazing
fan.
concept. Are you kidding me? He saved the universe multiple times
By
because
eating it?
things he could eat.
Wow.
Other people, there was stuff that nobody could do anything with, like impenetrable force or whatever.
So
you
what? So
know,
basically, you can like eat a mother box. You know
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat a bag of dicks. You can.
what?
yeah.
You could swallow a mother box.
You better hide your bag of dicks, Kevin, because he's coming for him.
Wow.
He works. He works around the edges of the mother box first.
Wow.
The edges of the bag. Never mind.
Unbelievable.
All right. Well,
We apologize for this most disturbing
Don't apologize for me, Kevin.
podcast.
anybody else real quickly want to throw a
Big Sal, do you have a quick one you wanna throw
punchline
out
for
there?
God's sakes? I know we talked about it earlier. Nobody said it. Punchline.
Yeah, you're right.
Punchline kind of sucks.
She does suck.
I mean,
would you
it was
tell-
it was a piss poor attempt to recreate a Harley Quinn. It just didn't really work,
It's-
especially since there's already a Punch in Julie, right?
Yes.
Punch in Julie. Yeah. Why not just use this fucking character?
hmm
You know, why do you got to create Punchline?
Just
Just
trying to
doesn't-
cash in on the Harley Quinn oversaturation.
I guess.
Mhm.
I guess so.
What do you out there think in podcast land?
Yeah.
Are we right? Are we wrong? Are we just plain stupid and insane? Leave comments.
Don't leave that open, because people will.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Yeah, you guys are idiots." Well, I mean, that's probably true. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Podbean,
Stitcher.
You name it. Yeah, we're on it. If you can't find us on a platform that you like to frequent, reach out to us on Twitter, on Instagram, or on Facebook under Rumble Spoon Productions or The Real Short Box. And we will get on that podcast platform for you because that's how much we care. So thank you again to Shant, to Evan,
Ladies
and to
tilt, man.
Kevin, and Big Sal.
What?
Wow, I did not know that was a thing. Lady Stilt, man, that sounds terrible.
God.
But well, I guess I don't know. That's a really bad name.
We're gonna have to look.
We're gonna
it
go
up.
out on that. So thank you for tuning in, guys. If we don't see you out and about anytime soon, perhaps we'll see you.
At a ridiculous, sometimes annoying, but always passionate comic book shop.
This has been The Real Short Box. We'll see you at the comic shop. Thanks for listening.